And I said, okay, we've gone too far.
Uh, yes.
However, I have to be honest and say that, and this is going to ruffle feathers, but I don't
It
care.
is what it
That
is.
he's a little overrated, and I'll explain that.
Okay.
Because what started to happen is in the post 2000 era, you start to get people that are into like their generation, but no other generation previous.
That's
So,
problematic. Yeah.
like no other generation.
Yeah.
And I think they got away with it because your average person assumes that, oh yeah, they're going to outgrow that. And I'm saying, I don't think that's going to happen this time.
Uh-huh.
But they get into like this, and then after a while, that's all they're into. And then all of a
Right.
sudden, like Jay Dilla becomes like, yeah, like the drummer we're listening to, or the music or the drum programming that we're checking out. And
Right.
after a while,
Right.
I'm like, I don't know if I really agree with this type of. I mean, definitely check him out, and I think he's creative and great. But
Hmm.
I said, I don't know if I really agree with this. Then I saw this article in I think it was the Los Angeles Times, and it was an editorial that said why Jay Dilla should be celebrated alongside Mozart, Coltrane, and Armstrong. And I said, okay, we've gone too far.
I dare you was ready to throw hands.
We've gone too far.
Hmm.
And I think that he's just a guy that was just into rap and really knows rap. And he's like, what is going on here?
Hmm.
Um, and it was interesting because he just felt, I mean, he's good, but how did this become this huge phenomenon?
Hmm. Hmm.
And I explained to him, like, honestly, I think a lot of that is just more in the jazz scene. And I mean, there's folks in hip
Exactly.
hop too, don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
I think
But no,
that,
you're right. Yeah, the jazz piece. Yeah.
yeah, but I think that, and I think that where he became such a thing, and it's worth checking out. But I think, unfortunately, it came at the sacrifice of everything else.
Right.
And so
There wasn't a
then what you get
balance. Yeah.
are people that like they're only into that and that's what they know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
things before that they just ignore and then they try to throw around the whole like relevant word. Like, well, that older stuff, that's not really relevant anymore, man. Like
Yeah.
Jay Dell, that's relevant now.